So today we're throwing the sword against the shield. Captain America versus Deathstroke. So now we already know the majority of Captain America's story. I mean, they made an entire movie about it. But here's some things that you might not know. Now, Captain America was created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby as a response to the immense popularity of patriotically themed heroes in the 40s. Captain America first appeared in Captain America Comics issue 1, where he was shown punching Adolf Hitler in the face. The issue sold nearly 1 million copies, and Cap became one of Marvel's most successful characters. After World War II, superheroes in comics fell out of favor, and Steve Rogers died off until he was revived by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in Avengers number 4. Captain America became the leader of the Avengers, and has become one of the cornerstones of the Marvel Universe, and has become a true American icon. Now, on the other hand, Deathstroke was created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez and first appeared in the new Teen Titans issue number 2. Deathstroke was originally known as the Terminator, but because of the movies, that name was abandoned to avoid confusion. At the age of 16, Slade Wilson was determined to serve in the U.S. Army. He eventually joined and showed skills in guerrilla warfare greater than any other soldier in the Army, and was quickly promoted. The Army asked Slade to be a volunteer for a secret medical experiment, and he agreed, but his body reacted violently to the experiment, making him aggressive and enraged, but also greatly physically enhanced. Because of the poor reaction, Slade was limited to desk work, but during this time, William Wintergreen, his lifelong friend, was captured. Slade went on an unauthorized mission to save him, but was discharged from the Army for disobeying orders. Using his military and martial arts training, Slade Wilson adopted the persona of Deathstroke, the greatest mercenary the world has ever seen. So the super soldier serum enhanced Steve to the physical peak of human potential, which means he is as strong, fast, durable, and agile as any human could one day be. His reflexes are nearly instantaneous, and he's able to dodge bullets by seeing them. He has run a mile in roughly a minute, and is able to bench press 1,100 pounds as a warm-up. His 1 rep max is likely much higher. The super soldier serum prevents the buildup of fatigue poisons in his muscles, which means he can effectively fight at peak potential for an extraordinary length of time. Cap has been able to survive building collapses, major explosions, and a 200-foot fall with no discomfort. Steve is a master of a large variety of fighting styles, and is good at his own style, which melds jiu-jitsu, boxing, judo, karate, pressure points, all-terrain acrobatics, and the use of his shield. He is also an expert with many weapons, able to master new weapons and fighting styles in seconds. Captain America's suit is made out of Kevlar and titanium, is bulletproof, and provides resistance to impacts and electrical shocks. He also has a shield, which is made out of the indestructible metal vibranium. Cap is an expert at utilizing in combat. So as a result of the experiments conducted by the Army, Slade Wilson became a super soldier. Deathstroke's muscular system was hardened and strengthened, making him incredibly strong. He is strong enough to snap a sword in half and cut through a car with his sword, indicating strength in the multi-ton range. He is fast and agile enough to engage entire teams of superhumans in combat, and has even tagged Kid Flash before on multiple occasions. He has a moderate healing factor and enhanced senses and reflexes. He's able to easily dodge point-blank gunfire, and is even able to cut a fly in half with a paperclip. The experiment also enhanced Slade's brain capacity by a factor of 9, which allows him to think and perceive 9 times faster, which grants him a greatly superior reaction time. Slade is one of the best armed and unarmed fighters in the entire DC universe, and is always equipped with an incredibly deadly arsenal. He has nth metal armor, which is incredibly durable, allowing him to tank incredibly powerful attacks, and has even taken direct blows from Lobo before. It also enhances his physical attributes even more. Slade has an incredibly powerful broadsword, a near indestructible energy staff, and various handguns, explosives, and bladed weapons. So let's break down this battle a little bit. So first off, I believe that Deathstroke is overall physically superior to Captain America. Steve's physicals are insanely impressive, but Slade has slightly better showings, and enhanced by the nth metal, he's slightly above Cap. But they're not just fighting hand to hand, they always have their equipment and weapons with them. Captain America's greatest advantage is his indestructible shield, but nothing else in Steve's arsenal can really hurt Slade. Meanwhile, Nothing in Slade's arsenal is powerful enough to get past Cap's shield. It's basically unstoppable force meets an unmovable object. But the thing is, Steve is constantly using his shield as an offensive weapon, and this means that it can't always serve as his defense. Meanwhile, Deathstroke has the advantage of constantly being on offense with no real worry because of his Nintendo armor. Slade is eventually going to find an opening. It might take hours, but he'll eventually find it. And one opening is all Slade needs to win. Deathstroke takes the victory. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this every week.